All right, now, so Nick Wright, he's breaking down, the LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith, saga, or should I say drama. And we're going to take a listen to exactly what Nick Wright had to say about this. And I want to give you all the full context on, what Nick Wright is saying. So we're going to listen to exactly what he's saying. Then after that, I'm going to come back with, my commentary. And I'm going to break down exactly what Nick Wright said. So let's watch the clip.
He just today, he said, quote, he'll smile in your face and stab you in the back. That's why I don't like him. He's bringing up Wade's Hall of Fame induction, Kobe's memorial. He's saying, quote, he literally circumvented meritocracy in the NBA. Here's the problem, man. And this is where, by continuing to talk about this and not allowing yourself to take the L, you are really putting yourself in a bad spot. You always claimed you had no problem with LeBron. You always claimed he only had a problem with you. Up until 6 weeks ago, the stance was, oh, nothing but love for LeBron James. A great person in the community. A great this, a great that. I just think he's not the greatest basketball player ever. I just think he's only the second greatest player ever, and because of that, he has a problem with me. That's been the public stance. And now the guy makes fun of you on Instagram and takes a couple jokes at your expense on McAfee, and you're letting everyone know, actually, no, never liked him. And so if we are going to do a full real telling of it, the honest answer is, so why? What's been the problem? Was there something personal before? And the answer is no. LeBron wouldn't talk to him. That was the problem. LeBron wouldn't talk to him or acknowledge him. And Michael Jordan texts with him. That's it. It's the whole thing. That's the start of it. And so it is, people ask me all the time, man, do you believe what you say? And my answer always is 100%. Now, do I say it louder or more emphatically or add some spice to it or whatever? Do I dress it up? Sure, of course. But the reason, and this is not my quote, but this quote is correct. If you never lie, you don't ever have to remember anything. When you do, and I'm not acting like I'm someone that never lies. I probably have a bit of probably true character flaw of mine is I am my most honest talking to you guys. Friends and family, I might, I might be like, I can dance through the raindrops here a bit and clean this up later. And that's not, honestly, it's self-serving. It's not out of some Woodward and Bernstein journalism ethic. It's because I don't want to have to, it is too difficult to do this much content if you're having to remember, oh shit, I said that. And if your stance forever has been, I have no problem with that person, he has a problem with me. And then the first time you get pressed, you empty the clip about everything you've always had a problem with, people are going to say, you're lying to us. You were lying to us. And here is the problem with people in general who don't have the ability to take an L and who are very online and who are public figures This applies to, I guess, some of our actual politicians and some of our potentially would-be or wannabe politicians. All you can do is keep doubling, tripling, and quadrupling down. Because you don't have the ability to be like, I was wrong. You constantly are reminded of the incident at hand, and you are constantly reading people make fun of you or rip you.
All right now, so, first of all, I want to thank y'all so much for tapping into my channel. I appreciate y'all so much. And the clip I do show y'all, that was Nick Wright, and he was reacting to, the Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James drama because, LeBron James, he decided to step to Stephen A. Smith 2 weeks ago. And after that, every day, Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James has been going viral. So I'm going to keep talking about it since it's viral topic. And here's what I think about LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith. First of all, LeBron James, if you ask me, I think that LeBron James, he knew that the camera was rolling behind him. I'm not going to say a camera, sorry. I'm going to say, a phone, a cell phone. I think that this was set up. He told someone to, make sure to, film with his or her, phone while he was confronting Stephen A. Smith. Because right after the confrontation, you can clearly see LeBron James staring into the camera, or the cell phone rather. So that tells me that LeBron James, he actually knew that this was going to be filmed on a cell phone. So I think that it was wrong of LeBron James to step to Stephen A. Smith in front of such a huge crowd. And when it comes to Stephen A. Smith, I think that if you want to talk about LeBron James the way he's talking about him, talking about how LeBron James is Make-A-Wish kid, you gotta be prepared for that. There's gonna be people that will confront you. In this case, LeBron James, because Bronny, that's his son. LeBron James, he's the father of Bronny. So you best believe that LeBron James is gonna confront you. That is exactly what happened in this case. And we could clearly see that Stephen A. Smith, he was shook. He was scared, to say at least, when all of a sudden LeBron James was standing in front of him in his personal space. He was shook. He was silenced because he was too scared to actually open his mouth. And he was just staring at LeBron James. And it was funny how after that incident, when he was back in his studio one day later, Stephen A. Smith, he was talking smack, for hours upon hours on his show. And he kept doing that day after day after day. And then finally, he said, I would say 2 days ago, he said that if LeBron James would have, stepped to him and raised his hand, he would have swung. And we all know that Stephen A. Smith is not built like that. So I think that was very strange. Yeah, so that was my breakdown on, the LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith, saga. And it's not over yet. Best believe that. So let me know what you think about this. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next videos.